Hi, I'm Charlie, the proprietor and builder of the Bear Creek and South Jackson Railroad. I've been working on making the Bear Creek yard area double-ended, and the first stage of that is to get the west end yard throat in. After that, we'll get access to the class tracks and then access to the engine service area. So the throat is actually in now. The question is, does it work reliably? Best to test this before an op session. I don't want to find a bunch of trains going on the ground all the time in here. So let's take a look at it. So this is the Bear Creek West End yard, starting with the engine service area. There'll be a roundhouse around the turntable, and we get over here to the throat area. The throat's designed so that the switch lead has access to class tracks, even if a train is coming in or departing on the AD track. So we've got the main and AD1 and AD2 here. And the class track access, the ladder there is just paper turnouts now to see how things are going to fit. Over on the other side, we have the engine service area tracks where we've got the main line is on 1/4 inch HO cork, whereas the throat, the internal part of the throat, is on N scale or 1/8 inch throat. So the track drops down when you get off the main line. That's prototypical, and it looks good too, but it gets a little tricky because now we have grades going in and off the main line. From the throat area, you can see that the track drops down to, there's no cork at all. It's just right on the plywood sub-road bed. And that gives another area where we might have problems. So let's check some things out. The first step is to run a train through the yard on the main line, through the throat on the main line, and make sure that that works okay. These are Kato RSC2s, and they run really well, but they're pretty stiff, so if you've got any track that's got problems in it, then they're likely to find it. Well, that worked pretty good. Let's try it again, but this time we're going to take the engine through the switch lead area on the throat. My feeling is that trackward isn't reliable unless you can run a long train through it backward at like 60 scale miles an hour. Let's see if that works. Well, that works really good too. Let's see if we can get the train into one of the AD tracks. Here we go. We're going to head into AD1. Ramming speed, Captain. And of course, no test is complete without going backwards. A little bit of it. Somewhere in here, I saw the locomotives kind of bump as they went over something. So I'm thinking maybe there's a spike that's a little high. So let me see if I can fix that, and then we'll try again. Well, I filed and I pushed spikes in. Let's see if that fixed the problem. We'll take a close in on the locomotive and watch it go through, hopefully. Well, that looked pretty good. By the way, these are all Fast Tracks number 8 turnouts. All right, let's go backwards again. Remming speed, Captain. Okay, let's try backing onto the switch lead, or to the drill track. And that'll go through some turnouts that we haven't touched yet. Onto the switch lead. And we're running out of track, so. And let's come out the other way. Let's try taking the Browning turn, the brat. That's on AD2. Let's see if we can get that to go through here. That worked okay, so let's make sure we can back it back into the AD1 track. There's one more path that we need to verify, and that's the bypass. The bypass is this track here, and that allows the drill track to have access to what will become the class tracks in the future. And it can have that access even when things are going in and out of the arrival departure areas. And that means that switching can continue even when a train is arriving or departing. Okay, that track out here doesn't go very far, so had to stop sooner than I want to. Also, that paper turnout was sitting on top of the track, so let's make sure we can go back the other way without problems. This is important because this route is probably going to get used most of the time when drilling the class tracks from the west end of Bear Creek Yard. Oh, that almost ran off the end of the track. I think this is looking pretty good at this point. I think the turnouts are approved for use in, well, an op session.